You could have the greatest video on all of YouTube, but if your thumbnail looks like this, I don't think anybody's gonna click on it. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Lauren, and today we are going to be talking about how you can make a super cute, super aesthetically pleasing YouTube thumbnail. And I'll hopefully save you from making the same mistakes that I have. Almost forgot. All of the apps and websites that I use to create my thumbnails are free, and you can complete this entire process on your iPhone until it comes time to change the size of your thumbnail on the internet on your laptop. See, there's not really a right or wrong way to do this, but there's certain guidelines that you should keep in mind when you're making a thumbnail so that people actually are attracted to your video at first glance. I don't know about you, but when I'm scrolling through trying to find a video to watch, if a thumbnail looks too intimidating, too flashy, like I just want something that gets my attention, looks interesting, and is about something that I want to watch. When you start out an essay, you need a hook. You also need that in your YouTube thumbnail. So let's get this video rolling. Before we jump in, I just want to say thank you so much to Hallie Wilson. I hope I'm saying her first name correct. I'm gonna stick with my gut and say it is Hallie. She commented on one of my videos suggesting that I make this. Girl, you're a genius. Here we are. So let's get this video rolling. Let's start with this Instagram story that Ava Jules posted with two thumbnail options. Clearly, a lot of people preferred the bottom. And why is that? Look at all the blank space in the background. The sky, very pretty, aesthetically pleasing, natural background. Anybody could remake this thumbnail. I mean, it is so good. It gets the point across. Social media detox. If somebody is interested in watching that video, they're gonna click on it. While the first thumbnail has some valuable information, that's something you want to include in your video. That's something you should leave the people wanting to know. If there's an overload of information, it could seem intimidating in the stupidest way. Like literally, that is not, it shouldn't be that way, but that's just how our brains work. Now, real quick, let's compare my good and bad thumbnails so you can get some inspo if you feel like it. First off, let's start with the bad. Like, this is bad on so many levels, but the obvious reason, you can't read the title. Big no-no. So make sure your words are somewhere when you're editing that everybody can see. Now, some more bad. Even though this top Girl Boss workbook option tells the audience what they're going to see, it's really boring, doesn't catch the eye at all. I may not even read that if I scroll past that video on YouTube. The one on the bottom, cute font. Main issue here, you have to be careful about the little time stamp in the bottom right corner. You don't want it to cover an important piece of your thumbnail. Now we can pick at some better thumbnails I've made. You know, this one's not perfect because the time does cover one of the words. The audience still gets the idea I want them to get. Day in the life, they see Purdue, that's good. I would have sold it if you could see university, but I wanted the words to be very big. Tossed in some fun emoji. It spiced it up a little bit, wasn't overwhelming. We added some joy there. Now this gingerbread chit chat is a really good thumbnail in my opinion. You can see the words through some cookie emojis all over the place and drew a pink background. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, looks clean. The audience knows pretty much exactly what they're gonna see. This thumbnail was super, super cool. I think a lot less people would have clicked on this video if the thumbnail didn't look like this. The video was about Visco girls versus Tumblr girls, and we had a clear division. Didn't even need to put the title of the video on there. The little stickers spoke for themselves. In this thumbnail, I got all of the stickers on PixArt. If you ever see behind words on one of my thumbnails, like a paint looking swirly thing, that was done on a design kit, the app. And if you ever see glitter like drawn onto a thumbnail from my videos, that is done on PixArt. And my two most recent thumbnails, I will be going through the process again to basically remake them to show you how the heck to do it. Again, we just have a collage with a filter and some words over it. So let's just freaking go into it. The first thumbnail we'll be making is this summer 2020 lookbook thumbnail. To start, you gotta take some pictures. So what I'll do, if I'm like in the middle of filming a video and I'm like, wait, I feel confident, or maybe this would be a cool picture, just snap it real quick. And sometimes you'll even find a part of your video where you can stop, screenshot, use that as a picture. And because I liked quite a few pictures, I put them all together. But it's super important you make sure that they have a similar color story so that they look good together. They're not clashing, looking overwhelming. What I did was I went into Collage, the app, and laid these pictures out like I did. Then I went into Visco, and then sometimes I'll go into Lightroom to edit and put a filter over. Kind of depends on if one app doesn't really give enough. I'll go to the other and add to the edits. A little bit of grain never does any harm. That can make a thumbnail just look a little more aesthetically pleasing, depending on what the video's about. Last but not least, I go into the app called Fonto or Fonto and put the words over the top of my picture. And there's so many different fonts, colors. You can make like alternating colors for each of the letters. That's super fun. You just gotta play around with it, like maybe before you even film a video. Just download the app, check it out, try and make some words that you think look, or try and make something look aesthetically pleasing so you could get a feel for what the app is like. Now for the My Mom's Clothes from the 90s thumbnail. One of the most confusing things about creating a thumbnail is getting it to be the size you need. So after I create the collage in Collage, I'll crop it to how I would like the YouTube thumbnail to be. And then what you will do when you are all said and done is go to this website, which I will also link in the description. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it has lots of advertisements all over the page. So be very careful about what you click on. I start off by clicking select image, and then you should have already uploaded your collage to your laptop. Click it, and then upload it. Then you will select dimensions. Type in for the width 1280, for the height 720. Then click the big green button that says resize, and basically you'll download it to your computer and it will be exactly the size you want. It should look beautiful. Here are a bunch of different cute backgrounds that I have found on Pinterest. I don't know if it's copyright or not that I'm using other people's edits in the background. I really don't know. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be encouraging that, but that's what I do. That's the truth. I go into Collage and they have a cut option. That's how I did what I did with the one where I'm just sitting there with the flowers. I cut out anything I don't want in the picture, and then I just set the background I found on Pinterest as the background. Add in the other pictures over the top and make it look how you want. this process takes a lot of playing around with it, adjusting the pictures' angles, their positions on the thumbnail. You just gotta spend some time testing the waters, seeing what look you think looks the most aesthetically pleasing. And then again, I go into howto, and it takes a little while because, as you can see, the color story of the words I have here, it's kind of different. And sometimes you're gonna, you'll switch around the colors a billion times just to see how it looks best. You kind of want it to look blended together. Sometimes there are certain words you will want the audience to read automatically as their eyes are scrolling past this on their phone. Now, there's some people who would like for all of their thumbnails to have a similar appearance so that when people visit their channel, that is like adding to the aesthetic, you know? They want to subscribe because they say, ooh, she's got something going on. Shane Dawson did that a long time ago when he made his really crazier YouTube videos. He like had those neon backgrounds from what I remember. Everybody knew it was a Shane Dawson video because of that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you, Hallie, for suggesting that I make this. And if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. If you have any suggestions for me to improve my thumbnails, please let me know, because that would be freaking awesome. I'm always trying to be better because clearly I used to think that my thumbnails looked nice, and now here we are. I hope to see you again on my channel in the near future. Until then, have a great day, be nice, and be yourself.